It has been months since a crab told me what happened down below. Even after everything you had seen and everything I had told you, nobody would listen. Now look where we've ended up. Gauntlight is more active than ever, terrorizing our home with monsters as soldiers from the east drag our people screaming into the depths under the leadership of the blind general and the sisters. We cannot get word out for help. We cannot get supplies in. Food and medicine are dwindling, and I cannot keep this old fishing camp concealed for much longer. We have to bring the fight to them. We must take the fight to Gauntlight.
We killed the big golem. After many trials and tribulations, we realized that it was weak to fire, but then none of us, or very few of us, had fire, that non-magical fire that was able to hit the thing. So we just kind of had to beat it to death. It was also immune to magical effects, which was, or to several magical effects, which was not pleasant.
The cold damage from my water attacks slowed it down.
Yes, that also worked.
And if you had used fire at all, it would have damaged it.
Now, I would like to defend myself here. I used several fire attacks.
You just missed every time.
Exactly, so don't make it sound like I didn't try. If you used fire attacks, I wanted to use fire attacks.
Regardless.
He tried, the dice just were not about it. Anyway, then we left. Yeah. We started wandering around. We opened this door, and there's a bunch of Inara soldiers in here.
Yeah, there are. There's a bunch of really scared-looking Inara soldiers in this weird little shrine area. There's a big old glowing altar in the middle there.
Is this the room where we found grenadine?
No, that was a different room.
No, I think that was here.
Was it here?
This is where you guys fought the thingy.
I thought this was where we found grenadine, but I also know nothing.
I don't remember.
It was a different room.
You found grenadine in this general area. Regardless, this Inara soldier looks scared as hell. He's bracing against the door right now. The other ones have just noticed you, but they were previously paying attention to something down the hallway. You can hear snarling and you think the crackling of electricity, as well as something slamming itself against this door that the this mercenary is bracing himself against. And as the shock of all of this, just everything happening sets in, it's time for us to go right into initiative right off the bat. Yippee! Yippity-doo-dah.
Oh, that's so many people.
Well,
so many people.
Oh. It's gonna take more than that to impress me. Oh.
Are you speaking as Wallace, Strux, or yourself?
All of the above.
All right.
Really? Because I'm already pretty scared.
What the hang on. How the fuck is Strux going before Wallace? Wallace rolled higher than Strux. Oh wait, no, I read the wrong die. Never mind.
That would do it.
I don't know. Either way, top of round one, we're gonna start right here off the bat with this Mauler, who is going to is going to stride on out to the middle there and is going to he appears to be holding a club with a hook on one end and a chain on the other, and he's going to whip that down the hallway, trying to make an attack with this Ackless is what it's called. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. An Ackless.
It's very neat, but not fun.
Yes. So let's see. He's not throwing it at you, though. Just to clarify. Okay, he gets the flat check, and so he makes his attack. It's a 33, which is a crit. $38 points of damage to whatever's in the hallway. You hear something shriek out in pain and anger as the Ackless is retracted, and the soldier, or this mauler, turns to you, just utter rage in his eyes, and then looks back down the hallway and throws the Ackless down there again. That's a nat 20. He gets a crit card against this enemy. That is bludgeoning, normal damage. Okay, target becomes off guard. Cool. Okay. That brings us now to whatever's on the other side of that door. Just keeps slamming harder and harder. Now we go to this guy right here, who's going to... you watch as a spray of needles flies out of the darkness and at these Inara soldiers. So each of them does a little bit of a save there. Okay. All right. I'm keeping it simple from this point onwards, because otherwise it's going to take too damn long. All right. Cool. Okay. So one of the footpad in front of you right there, Wallace, you could just barely see him. Needle flies out of the darkness. You watch as it goes through his throat out the other side, and electricity crackles through his blood, electrocuting him.
He appears to have eaten lightning.
This gallant over here turns to you, Wallace, and says, I don't know who you are, but we got bigger fucking problems here. And he's going to just start off by backing up towards this guy to try to help him brace the door. So he's currently helping brace the door. That brings us to Strux.
Okay. What is Strux's movement speed? That is 25. So that will get him. Okay. Yeah, so Strux is going to stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get right up next to this guy.
Half his speed, because he had to get through his ally, so that took 2 actions.
Shit.
Difficult terrain.
Oh man, I was going to show off that I figured out what his class can do.
I know, but just 1 action.
Okay. So, all right, 1 action remaining. Strux is going to run up to this doubtful hardy mercenary He's going to say, I don't know who you are or why we are here, but look at this cool thing that I can do. And then I'm going to shift imminence.
What a voice.
Good.
Into and he's going to put his divine spark into his skin hard as iron. And Strux's skin becomes this like metallic, substance, and he gains resistance to piercing damage.
Cool.
Damn.
That brings us to Paziski.
Because that's something he can do.
Yeah, apparently.
Pazinski is gonna... Is it take 2 actions for me to get there?
10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, nope, just 1 action.
Okay, I'm gonna move... Well, I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna cast... Courageous Anthem.
Okay.
So that'll be the 60-foot emanation.
Yes. And that gets all allies. Would you be considering the Inara soldiers allies right now?
Yes?
Okay. So they will... I'm not even going to apply the effect. Everyone gets a +1 to all their shit for the next round.
Okay. And then, he's gonna go... No, why did you move? He's gonna go there.
Okay.
What do I see down
you
this?
can see down the hallway what's been throwing these needles. It looks like they were simply humanoid once, but now they're...
Oh!
It's like something has built spider legs out of metal into their backs. They've got portions of metal just sticking out through their skin, and it's weird. It's certainly weird. And they've got electricity crackling across, like just arcing between all of the metallic objects sticking out of them.
Those are the... What are the things called when they're not filled with metal?
Morlocks,
that's what those are.
They appear to be a flesh-warped Morlock of some kind.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that's all Pazinski can do.
Cool. That brings us to Wallace.
Okay. Wallace is going to, charge on in using a defensive advance. And then, I forget, does that have to be a straight line? No. Okay, great. So, he raises his shield. Strides. 5, 10, 15. And then he ends his stride there, so he makes a strike against this little guy here.
Okay.
That's a 30 to hit.
30 to hit? Yeah, that's a crit. Easy.
That's 12 points of bludgeoning as he fucking hits this guy in the face with a steel pan.
All right. Yeah, you run up, you just smack this guy in the face with a steel pan. All right.
The man that Pazinski considered an ally and has... Okay.
Oh, shit.
Too late.
I apologize. I was trying to read more about Strux. Damn
it's
it.
Okay.
You have 1 action remaining.
Okay. I apologize. He's gonna stride again.
Yeah, he's gonna make an attack of opportunity against you.
Understandable.
We respect that.
I deserve that.
Yes, you do. It's a 17. So it doesn't
That does not hit.
But he still tries to stab you.
Fear not, Pazinski. I saved you.
What?
He's gonna stride on down here.
Okay.
And that's the end of his turn.
Cool. Brings us to the things
Sorry
beating
about
down
that.
the door are... You can see these, even working together, these mercenaries are barely holding it shut. Brings us to the mercenary on the door. He's got to keep holding it shut, or at least he tries, but he can't hold it. The door is burst down on him, and these strange, like giant fleshy leech creatures begin to slither out. They just completely crush this guy under the weight of the door. So this mercenary is just completely dead already.
Why do I remember these fellows? Where?
Yeah, they
fought
seem
them
familiar.
As these things begin to slither out, that brings us now to another one of these Morlock guys. This one is currently bloodied. It is going to use its needle spray. So I need a reflex save from Wallace, please. I think just
All
Wallace.
right.
Oh, no, Pazitsky as well, actually.
Oh, a reflex save from Pazitsky.
Yes, please.
15.
15. That is a failure.
That's a 30 from Pazitsky.
30 from Pazitsky. That is 16 total points of damage, 5 piercing, 11 electricity.
Do I take damage?
Sorry, what did you roll again?
A 30.
30. Yes, you do. You take 8 points of damage. Sorry, I'm
Okay. It's okay.
foggy. All right, that brings us now to the mercenary, who no longer sees you as an ally, and is
I'm
going
terribly
to
sorry.
start out by taking a quick stab at Strux to begin with his dagger. That is an 18 to hit Strux.
Does nothing to me.
All right, and then he's going to use double slice to make 2 additional strikes against Strux. That's a nat 20 and a 9.
Well, the nat 20 certainly hits.
All right. Strux takes 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh, damn. All right.
Of course, he has resistance of 2 to piercing, so that's actually 10 damage.
Actually, surprisingly, this does not apply to critical hits.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Yeah.
That brings us to this thing down here, which is going to start by... you know what, actually... Oh, I just realized that Wallace has light. So that actually does do something here. These creatures appear to be blinded, actually.
Ah.
Nice.
So these 2 are blinded. That one's already recovered. All right. So this one that is currently blinded is going to stumble on up towards you, climbing along the wall, actually. So it manages to get to there with its movement. Then it's going to use its second action to try to throw a needle at the mercenary there. Let's see if it gets its flat check. It does not, so it misses automatically, and I'm just going to do it again. And it misses automatically again. That brings us to Finley.
Okay. So, to start, we're going to take a free action to drop the torch. And we're going to rage.
Okay.
Which is not an action, I'm just telling you that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move in. I'm going to take 2 actions to move, and then I would like to take a nice big swing with my axe at it.
Okay.
That is a 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is a hit, just barely.
That's going to do 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Okay. Lovely. Is that your full turn?
That is my full turn, yes.
Okay. And that will bring us around to the top of round 1. We get back to this bashful, menacing Mauler, who's going to start out by using 2 actions to make a terrifying howl. So there's going to be an intimidation check against each of your will DCs. You have a +1 to this due to Pazitsky's Courageous Anthem. You're not making a save. This is against your will DC.
Sorry. Will DC. Okay. So that's a 20 for Finley.
Okay, I rolled a 33.
And 12 for Pazitsky. So, I guess they both fail critically?
Yes, I believe they would. What is Finley's will DC is 19. Pazitsky's
Plus 1,
is
20.
Oh, right. 20. Pazitsky's is 22. Wallace is 22. Strux is 19. So yes, everyone critically fails, and you are all frightened too. If you would be so kind as to apply that while I account for the monsters who also critically failed and become frightened too.
Pazitsky is going to look into a fake camera like he's on The Office. Like, are you fucking kidding?
Oh shit, these things aren't immune to fear. Okay. Alright. Cool. And he's going to take his last action to try to hit Wallace with his Atlas. That's a 33 to hit Wallace.
Oh, that is a hit, so I am going to use my... Actually, my shield is already raised. I'm going to use shield block. Here we go.
Okay, I believe that would have been a crit. So...
Oh, yes, it would have. Oh, shit.
I think you can still use shield block against it.
I don't want to do that, though. That'll break my shield.
Okay. So, critical damage. 50 points of damage to Wallace.
Fuck me.
Youch.
Why, that hurt.
Thought we could have been allies. See, I was wrong.
I was reading the description for exemplar.
That brings us now to one of these big old worm things. After I finish adjusting that, there we go. The worms. So this one is going to start off by slithering on into the room. Is one action, and its second action, it's going to attempt to bite this gallant, which it succeeds at. Deals some damage, and manages to grab him as well. That brings us now to this blinded guy right here, who's going to... Oh, look at that. They just this ability has no recharge, so it's going to do another needle spray. I need reflex saves from Wallace and Finley, please.
Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. I got a 10.
That's just barely not a crit fail.
I got a 12.
12 is also just barely not a crit fail. So each of you takes 10 points of damage, 2 piercing, 8 lightning.
Wow, Wallace is down.
Wallace is now down for the first time ever, I believe.
Yeah. That's never happened before.
That is the end of that thing's turn. That brings us now to our Gallant here, which is going to... He's going to bring down his pick on this thing. Manages to score a critical hit. Deals 37 damage to that weird worm thing. It's going to go for another attack and another attack. Both of these are just regular hits. So that's 8 and 11. All right, that brings us to Strux.
All right, Strux is going to say,
I apologize for my dying friend. He's a little stupid.
and then he's going to stride.
Okay.
So 5, 10.
Attack of
15.
opportunity.
Oh.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. 6 damage, piercing. So 4
All right.
after resistance.
So, as that scrapes his metal skin, he's going to say,
That's okay. I forgive you for that. I kind of deserve that.
5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to leave that there. At 25. Right? Perfect. So then with his second action, he is going to, I guess, reload the gun, because that was not loaded.
We can assume the gun was loaded.
Oh, great. That makes this so much easier. Okay. So instead of loading the gun, what he's going to do is he is going to use his transcendence ability, Crash Against Me. His skin becomes virtually unbreakable. Until the start of his next turn, he has resistance equal to his level of the chosen damage type. So still piercing. And then that also, after you spark Transcendence, you can boast to one enemy within 30 feet to draw its attention. Until the start of the next turn, the target takes a -1 status penalty to attack, damage, and skill checks against creatures other than you. So he's going to do that.
Where are you seeing Crash Against Me?
That's one of his actions.
I don't see that. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Sorry. Okay. It's a stance.
So,
I got it.
Yeah,
Kinda.
it's like it's a kind of.
Okay, I see it now. I just didn't recognize
and
it.
so he's going to boast to that worm as part of this, and I guess this is part of the same action.
Okay.
And so that gets the proud effect until the start of its next turn. This worm down here gets a -1 penalty to attack, damage rolls, and skill checks against creatures other than Strux.
Okay. All right.
And then, because that is a transcendence ability, that ejects his... If I'm understanding this correctly, that ejects his spark out of his skin and into his gun.
I think so.
Which believe
We're all
is
learning
his,
Strux's character together.
Mm-hmm.
which is I believe is his unfailing bow. So this like big old, I think it's a revolver he has in his hand.
The big
a
boom
hand cannon.
gun. Yeah, it's a hand cannon.
Gotcha. It begins glowing with this like divine energy, and then with his last action, he is going to make a strike against that worm.
Okay.
And then, okay, and that deals additional damage if it hits.
Cool.
There's a 31 to hit.
31. That is a crit.
Beautiful. And it includes the spirit damage already.
Mazel tov.
That's 28 piercing, 5 spirit damage.
28 piercing, 5 spirit. Okay, yeah, it is gone. And your gun is unloaded. That is the end of your turn. That brings us to Pazitsky.
Okay. Our boy Pazitsky is going to go ahead and cast Hymn of Healing on Wallace the Wall Waldor.
Okay. Lovely.
So,
Wallace now gets that fast healing of 6 per round and 6 temp HP each time Pazitsky sustains it.
yes, indeed
Oh,
he does.
thank you.
And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to measure quickly. See who's in my... Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and cast Aqueous Blast and attack this bloke.
How many actions is Hymn of Healing? Can't do Aqueous Blast.
2. Yeah, I can. It's one
No.
action.
It's misleading. It's one action to prepare it. Takes a second action to throw it.
Well, I suppose I'll just move then.
Yeah. I know, it's a misleading.
Why would they write it like this?
So, because I've actually put a lot of thought into this because it's frustrated Jacob on several occasions. The benefit of that, as compared to something like Produce Flame, where you conjure it and then throw it, is that you conjure it, you can then move and throw it.
Oh.
It allows you to do something
see.
else in between.
Well,
So, that's the benefit.
that's the end of Pazitsky's turn.
Yes, it
I
is.
nearly
That
said
brings
the end
us-
of Pazitsky.
To another worm, which is going to slither on in as its first action. Going to manage a critical hit against this Gallant here as its second action, which is enough to kill that Gallant. Then takes its final action to start slithering towards Strux. That is its turn. That brings us now to this guy down here who is dazzled. But it doesn't really matter because he's going to use his needle spray, because why wouldn't he? It doesn't have a recharge. So that is going to... That is going to get... that'll just be Wallace in this one.
No. Release my boy.
So Wallace, make a reflex save.
Can he turn over in his sleep? Absolutely not. That's a 6.
Yeah, no, definitely not. That's a critical fail, actually. So Wallace's dying increases by 2 automatically. And the Barbarian there takes the... Oop, that's not correct. Oh no, the Barbarian's dead. Look at that. That brings us to our doubtful hardy mercenary here, who is going to start out by doing a. You're gonna start out by doing a little stride over to this worm thing, and is gonna do a double slice to make 2 dagger attacks against it. What am I doing? Those both succeed. First one's regular, second one's critical. So that was a total of 15 damage. Okay. That is that guy's turn. That brings us to this thing right here on the wall, which is going to, you guessed it, do a needle spray. So Wallace,
damn.
Paziski, and Finley all make reflex saves, please.
Stop. He's already dead.
He's not, though.
Yeah, at least.
All right. So that was a natural one. So I'm going to use my hero point to stabilize Wallace.
Okay, Wallace becomes stabilized.
Okay, that was a 26 for Pazitsky and a 20 for Finley.
Okay, 20 is a success. 26 is also a success. So half damage. So that's 3 piercing, 6 lightning, total of 9. And this thing over there also takes that. So it is now immortal. It's the end of that thing's turn. That brings us now to Finley. I should also note this thing is off guard because it is currently climbing.
Give me just a second, will I? Okay. Finley's turn, you said?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm gonna start with a nice meaty thwack at our boy on the wall.
Okay.
That's a 25.
25, that is a hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 17 points of damage.
17 damage, okay. Lovely. Alright. You have 2 actions remaining.
Indeed I do. Okay. I'm gonna use one action to channel elements. And then I'm going to use another action for Ocean's Balm on our boy Wallace.
Okay.
So he's going to gain 3d8 hit points. Do you want me to roll it?
Yes, please.
So he gets 19 hit points back.
Okay.
And that should be the end of my turn.
Excellent. All right, that brings us to the top of round 3. We have Worm Guy in here. He's going to take first action to stride. Second action will be to... He's going to spit at Wallace. As a -2 due to the range. That is a 26 to hit Wallace.
That hits.
Okay, so Wallace is now dying again.
That's
down
fine.
to dying 2 right off the bat. And this thing is then going to take its final action to do another stride. And that is its turn. That brings us to Wallace. Please make a death save. Oh, wait, never mind. You got your fast healing, so you are
Oh, yeah.
right back to 6 HP.
Ow! Alright. So is he awake? Is he
Yep,
conscious?
you're conscious. You're prone, but you're
Great.
conscious.
Gonna take an action to stand on up.
Okay.
Oh, and I don't have any healing items. Wallace is going to enter Everstand stance.
Okay.
And then finally, he's going to raise his shield.
Okay. That's all 3 of your actions then. That brings us now to this thing. It's no longer blinded, it's just dazzled. And it's going to, shock of all shocks, it's going to use its needle spray again. So
Please no.
reflex saves from Wallace, Finley, and I believe Paziski is not actually a target, so just Wallace and Finley.
11.
11. That's a fail, but not critical.
That's a 15.
That's a fail, but not critical. So the 2 of you will take, from that, 13 points of damage total, 4 piercing, 9 electricity. That brings us now to Sruxtump.
Oh.
It's Wallace.
Sorry, you said that was how many points of damage? 11?
13.
13.
Well, Wallace is dying again.
Yes, he is. Straight down to dying 3. Strux.
Okay, so Strux is going to begin by this is weird economy. Hang on, wait. I need to reread this.
Exemplar is weird as hell.
So wait, your previous action. Oh my fucking god.
What?
This ability can't be used.
What do you mean?
Why?
So Arrow Splits Arrow is the Transcendence ability of Unfailing Bow, which Jacob has designated as his big boom gun. And the
my
requirement
God.
for using that is that your previous action was to strike with the bow. But since
my
this is
God.
a reload weapon, you can't strike twice. You have to reload.
Oh my god.
This ability is genuinely unusable.
We learn more every day, don't we, folks?
So,
Ah!
I'm gonna give him shit for that. So,
Honestly, give me shit for that because we built this character together and I didn't notice it either.
oh no, this class is confusing.
It
There's
really
so
is.
much going
It's
on.
so fucking complicated. I don't know why he
Um,
didn't just play Gunslinger. He, for some reason, has a real aversion to playing Gunslinger when all he wants to do is play with guns.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to shift imminence so that the spark exits the boom gun and instead enters the barricade buster,
Okay.
which I'm then going to draw.
Okay, so you take a free action to drop the big boom gun, I'm assuming? Or just one
Yeah.
action to sheath it?
I'm going to use an action to drop it. It's not going to be very useful here.
Free action to drop it, and then it's already loaded. We're just gonna say it's already loaded.
Barricade buster? I don't even think that it has loading.
It needs a
reload.
magazine.
Oh,
it uses a magazine.
Oh, I see. Okay. And then I'm assuming this is his star shot.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Let me just switch that over. No oh my god, does he not have the ammo
Hold on,
for this?
He should. I don't know why. I was just trying to figure that same thing out. Just pretend you do. Just making.
All right. Okay. So this
Why
final
does
action,
he only have a +4 to hit? What the fuck is happening?
Oh my god. I can't fire it without ammo. It won't let me.
Oh my god. I don't know why it says it doesn't have ammo. I'm figuring it out. Just roll a normal d20 and do the math.
Okay. D20 plus 4. 14. And that was going to be against this worm down here.
Sorry, what did you roll again?
14.
A 14. That is not a hit.
Alright, I just want to see real quick. What exactly does Starshot do? Okay. Well, it deals an additional 1 spirit splash damage.
Oh, good.
May your spirit
that
be injured,
actually-
strange worm.
Does deal that 1 point of damage then, and
He
ammunition
misses
has
this
been
cannon
assigned.
shot. Oh, great.
And that
Thank you.
also will actually hit the mercenary then.
Oh.
Oh no, it was this worm down here,
oh,
not
sorry.
not the closer one.
Sorry. All right. Cool. I think that was Strux's turn, so that brings us to Paziski.
Okay. We're gonna take 1 action to sustain fast healing.
Cool.
We're gonna take 1 action to take the healing potion that I insisted Pazitsky take last episode. And we're gonna take a 3rd action to shove it in Wallace's mouth.
Cool.
Do you want me to roll the healing potion, or should he?
He should heal it. How many? What does he have to roll?
It was a moderate, so it's 3d8 plus 10.
All right, Colby, 3d8 plus 10.
And I'll delete the healing potion from the inventory.
That was 3d8 plus 10?
Yes.
Yep. And you still have fast healing.
25. I don't know why I went under Strux. But 25 to Wallace.
Cool. Wallace is now awake again.
Oh. What is this strange dream I keep having?
All right. I believe that was Paziski's full turn then.
Oh, yeah.
So that brings us to this worm over here, which is going to go after this mercenary. It's going to manage to get a little hit there. It's 19 damage. That is enough to kill that mercenary outright. And so it is then going to do a little stride to get
Does
up
that mean
next
we have
to
no
Strux.
mercenaries left? It's just us and the
Correct. It is
monsters?
just you and the monsters.
Okay, great.
And this thing is then going to use his final action to make another mouth strike against Strux this time. That is a 12 to hit. Which does not hit.
That
So
absolutely does not hit.
That brings us to this thing down here. I wonder what it's going to do. Probably the needle spray that it has no reason to not use. In pretty much any circumstance. Oh, except for the fact that actually it'll only get 1 target this time. So yeah, it actually won't use needle spray this time. It'll use needle spray. Wallace, make a reflex save.
Damn you. What the fuck, man? 9.
So that's a crit fail.
Yeah, it is.
So Wallace takes 16 points of damage total.
Could be worse.
It is that thing's turn.
Could be dead again.
Brings us to the one on the wall here, which is, you guessed it, also going to do that. So reflex saves from Finley, Wallace, and Paziski, please. And from this thing, oh, that's no matter what. That's unless it crit succeeds.
fuck?
You are rolling like ass.
Yeah, I am.
Oh shit, and the other thing got a crit success, so it actually does survive.
That's
One
a
of my
14 from Finley and
characters-
18 from Pazitsky.
One of my
Okay.
characters won't make any of its saves. The other character is unplayable.
So Wallace crit fails will take double damage. Finley and Paziski will take full damage. So that is going to be 22 to Wallace, 11 to everybody else. Wallace is brought back to dying. You're dying 4. Do you have tough?
Yes, he is tough. He has one
Or
more
Die
dying
Hard.
to go.
Yeah, okay.
Or die hard, yeah.
No, that was a crit, so you would have gone up by 2, so you're dying 5. So do you want to take an injury, or is Wallace dead?
He'll take an injury.
Okay. Where are my injuries? There we go. Near-death injuries. Draw results. major psychological trauma. I don't know why it's specified acid, but
Acid wasn't involved, but you're now traumatized by it.
yeah,
Fuck
apparently
you.
you're traumatized by acid. I really don't know why the word acid is there. But yeah, apparently you're traumatized by acid specifically now.
This reminds me of acid.
This was a really bad LSD trip.
So
This is Coachella all over again.
I'm gonna say you're now. We're gonna adjust the home rules. We're gonna say you're now stabilized, though you are still at wounded 4. So if you get to dying again, you are outright dead.
Okay.
So that brings us to Finley.
Okay. Finley's gonna start by taking a nice big chop at the boy on the wall.
Okay.
See if we can. It's an 18.
18 unfortunately does not hit.
What unfortunate news. Okay, we're gonna take another chop at him, because I need fewer of these needle fuckers. Okay, that's a 27.
27, that does hit.
That's 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, it is severely bloodied.
And then I have what, one more action?
I believe so.
I'm just gonna swing at it again.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14 does not hit, unfortunately. Brings us around to the top of round 4. We get one of these worm things. It is going to start out by doing a stride on over to here. Let's see. Okay, so Finley, this thing is going to try to bite you.
Oh.
That's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so his little leech mouth just latches onto you there, as it's also going to try to grab you. So the mouth attack itself does 11 points of piercing damage, and it is going to attempt to grapple you. So this is, I believe, against your Fortitude DC.
Okay.
It is a 20.
That fails.
Okay. So fail to grab the target. That's that. That is its turn. Brings us now to Needle Boy in the hallway. Who's going to... you guessed it. He's gonna needle spray. So Wallace, you better crit succeed.
Oh, Jesus
my
Christ.
fucking god.
See, I can't even say, oh, they're doing the smart thing. These are stupid monsters, and this is what they would do.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a 16.
16, that's a fail.
Oh,
So
yep.
Wallace,
Alright, bye, Wallace.
is outright dead.
That's
Your
not good.
door has been locked, my friend.
So yeah, I also need saves from a save from Finley, please.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that I was also in on that.
Oh yes.
That's a 19.
19. Look at that. That's still a fail. That's 12 points of damage.
Damn.
All right. That brings us to Strux.
Okay. I think I realize why this weapon only has a +5 to hit. It appears that this Barricade Buster is a advanced weapon,
And he's not proficient in, is it?
which he is not proficient in.
Oh my god. I could have sworn he had something that gave him an advanced weapon, but I guess not.
He has a weapon proficiency. You become trained in all martial weapons if you're already trained. Oh, you become trained in one advanced
right.
weapon
So
of
he
your
actually
choice.
is trained in that. So let me adjust that. So Barricade Buster, I will add that.
Oh, thank God.
There we go. Barricade Buster, add. So he's trained. I think he would become
That's so much better.
expert because he's level 5. So we're gonna say he is. Let's see. Proficiency ranks for... Oh, never mind. So he wouldn't be expert. He's just trained. That's
fine.
All right.
Okay. So he is going to well, shit, if he does, hang on, what's the AoE on this? 5-foot burst. Shit, okay. All right, he's gonna stride to start.
Okay.
5, 10, 20. Back to the door. And then he is going to make a strike against this big worm
Okay.
with his big barricade buster. That's a 24 to hit.
24, that's a hit. Roll damage.
That is 12 bludgeoning and then an additional 1 spirit damage.
Okay, so a total of 13.
And
You
then,
have 1 action remaining.
yes, 1 action remaining. Which he will use to recall knowledge on these spider guys.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to know if I can figure anything out about them.
Sounds good. What are you rolling?
I will roll occultism.
Cool.
15.
Strux don't know shit.
All right.
I don't know shit about it.
Paziski, you're up.
Okay, Pizitsky. Oh, Pizitsky. Okay, we're gonna start with he's gonna move. Then the second thing he's gonna do is he's gonna do a 2-action concordant choir with the blast there, centered there.
Okay. Yep, that'll get both of them. And that is a fortitude save, yes?
Basic fortitude save, yes.
So, first one gets a 19. Second one gets a 14.
Okay, so those are both fails.
Okay, full damage then.
It's 8 points of sonic damage.
Okay, one of them is dead. And one of them is now injured.
That's
That
nice.
is Paziski's turn, I believe.
That is Pizitsky's turn.
Okay, that brings us now to Worm up top there, which is going to start off by giving Strux a little bit of spittle.
Oh, no.
So that's going to be a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
It's then going to stride, followed by another stride. That brings us now to this guy on the wall here, who's going to... I mean, he can't see, so why would he do anything other than needle spray? So, Paziski and Finley... yep, Paziski and Finley. Strux just barely escapes this one.
Well, that didn't look good. Okay, that's a 29 from Pizitsky.
All right, 29
I'm gonna go
is a
ahead and use
success.
one of my hero points again for Finley.
Okay, so 29 success. Paziski takes 7 damage.
Pizitsky's gonna die.
He has, oh yeah, he's got 1 hit point now.
Okay, that's an 18 for Finley.
Okay, so then Finley fails, takes 14 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Paziski quite literally has 1 hit point and that's it now.
Oh man.
Yep, it's going swimmingly.
Yeah. So that brings us now to Finley.
Okay. Finley's first action is she's gonna take a nice hefty swing at the worm.
Okay.
That's a 33 to hit the
33, that's a crit.
That is 50 points of damage
Ooh,
to the worm.
50 points of damage to the worm, and funny enough, that seems to actually do a little bit extra. Not that much extra. Should be like that. There we go. As this thing appears to have been cobbled together out of flesh. It's not super well held together. And what was the critical specialization effect of your...
Choose one creature adjacent to the original target and within reach. If the AC is lower than your attack roll result for the critical hit, you deal damage to that creature equal to the result of the weapon damage die if you rolled any. So, I guess I get to also hit our spidery boy, right?
Yeah, you get to hit him for a regular hit.
Do I take the existing roll, which was 19?
No, you make a new roll.
Are you sure you deal damage to the creature equal to the result of the weapon damage die you rolled?
Oh, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, so 19. You're right. So it is dead.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna take another swing at our delightful little, abomination.
It is bloodied, by the way. I don't remember if I mentioned that before, but I don't think I did.
That's a 19.
Just barely hits.
That is 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Yeah, it is dead.
Okay, awesome
And it
news.
does explode as it dies.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So...
I take
20-foot
acid damage, don't
area. 21. Sorry, not 21. 21 20-foot reflex. Oh my god. Reflex save, Paziski, Finley, please.
Pizitsky, you better roll a critical
I'm
fucking success.
Struggling to speak.
Are you having a stroke?
Apparently.
Okay. Let's see how Pizitsky does here.
16 is a fail.
Okay, and then for Pizitsky, that's a 24.
24 is a success. So Paziski, we'll start with Paziski. Paziski will take 9 points of void damage, and
Pizitsky is down.
Finley will take 14 points of void damage.
Okay. I still have an action, yes?
Yes, you do.
Okay. What have I noticed is the range of this spider needle thing?
There used to be around 30 feet on the cone.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, you move over there. And I believe, is that your full turn?
It is.
That brings us to the top of round 5. We got this little needle guy here. And you know what? I want to see what he does in this scenario. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to Let's see. He's going to rush on forwards at Paziski and go for a claw.
Oh, Pazitsky.
That's a 15 to hit Paziski.
That barely hits.
All right, Paziski's up to
night,
dying
sweet
2,
prince.
and it's going to go for another claw against Paziski. That's an 18, so Paziski is now up to dying 3.
Oh,
I have
that's
adjusted
so bad.
that already.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to Strux.
Okay, Strux is going to imbue this, I'm assuming, literal cannon that he's holding.
Yup.
With his divine energy, and he's going to use its transcendence, giant felling comet, where instead of making an attack roll, he's going to designate a point for a detonation of a 5-foot burst. And every creature in the area must succeed at a DC 21 basic reflex save. So he's going to put that right here, so
Okay.
it gets this goober, but not.
Sorry, what
Kaziski.
did you say the radius was on that again?
5-foot burst.
Yep, okay. It's a reflex save. That is 21.
The class DC here is 21. That succeeds, but it's a basic, so
Half damage.
I believe it takes half damage. Yeah, and that's spirit damage equal to the normal strike damage with the star shot.
Okay.
So take half of this. So 7
7.
points of bludgeoning. And then does it also get the splash damage that
I
normally
think
comes
it
with
was
this?
just 7 spirit against the star shot. Or 7. Oh my lord. 7 spirit damage. Instead of
Yep, okay.
bludgeoning. I think that was it.
Yep. And then his spark is then going to go into his skin. And then he is going to I guess stride again. This time. Back up here.
Okay. Brings us to Wormy. Which is going to start off by slowly turning around and striding after Strux. It's then going to try to bite him. That is a 24.
That hits.
Okay. It's also going to try to grab. So the bite deals 14 points of piercing damage. It's going to
Reduced
try
by
to
2 to
grapple.
12.
So this is against Strux's Fortitude DC. That is a 29.
That succeeds.
Okay. So Strux is now grabbed. That brings us to Paziski. DC 13 flat check.
Well, let's see how that goes. That's an 18.
An 18. All right, Paziski is now dying 2. All right, Finley, you're up.
Okay, Finley is gonna go ahead and start by using Ocean's Balm on herself.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 3d8. Healing to myself, which is good. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a 2-action elemental blast at our spiky boy.
Okay.
That was a 24.
24. That is a hit. That was, I think, was that all 3 of your actions, or was that just 2?
That was all 3 because I used 1 action to heal
Right.
myself and then 2 to.
Right, okay. Right, top of round 6, we have the thing here, which is going to start out by throwing a needle directly at Finley. If it succeeds its flat check, which it does, so it is going to get a needle attack against Finley. That is a 31 to hit.
Youch, that hits, but it does not crit.
Okay. Finley is going to take 14 points of damage, 2 piercing, 12 electric.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
And it is then going to take its second action to do a stride, and its final action to make a claw attack against Finley. That is a 26.
I'm gonna hero point that and make you reroll it.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
I'm gonna make you hero
Ooh.
point it again.
Where did you get the other hero point from?
I had 2 crit fails, which gave me 2 extras.
Oh, yeah. That's a 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, and that is the end of his turn. That brings us to Strux.
Okay. So, Strux is going to start off by using where is it? Crash Against Me.
Okay.
Which puts his spark back into his big gun and out of his skin. He is then going to attempt to break free from the grapple.
Okay. First, you take an action to pick up the big gun.
Oh, did he get disarmed?
No, you dropped it to pull out the other one.
No, sorry. I'm talking about the barricade buster.
Oh, well, okay. Can you understand my confusion, considering one of them is literally called the Big Boom Gun?
I see now. Yeah.
Yes.
My apologies.
It is okay.
Yeah, I was referring to the bear. I'm not picking that gun back up just yet.
Understood. All right, you may attempt to escape if you would like, yes.
Okay, that's athletics.
Athletics, acrobatics, unarmed strike, your choice.
15.
That's a fail.
Damn. And then I guess he will attempt again.
Okay, multiple attack penalty.
$18.
18 is unfortunately a failure.
Damn. All right.
So you're still grappled. And that brings us to the worm, which is going to start out by using Blood Drain. That
sounds bad.
All right, let's see. Oh, there's no saving throw. Okay, so deals 4d4 damage. So Strux takes 11 points of damage. There's no type to it. You just take the damage. And the thing becomes slimy as it appears to heal itself. And Strux is now drained 1. It is then going to... It is then going to... It's going to do another blood drain, because why wouldn't it? So that's another 9 points of damage to Strux. It regains some more health, and it is then going to try to use his final action to maintain the grapple. So that is a 20 against Strux's Fortitude. DC.
God damn it, that succeeds.
Okay, so Strux is still grappled, and you applied the damage he just took, I'm assuming?
Yes, I'm applying that right now. So he's down to 6.
Goddamn. Alright, that is the end of that thing's turn. Paziski, DC 12 dying check.
That's a nat 20.
Look at you go. Paziski has 1 hit point and is not wounded.
Is he conscious?
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
that is good to know.
yes, that is the end of his turn. That brings us to Finley.
Okay. My girl Finley is gonna go take a massive swing at our delightful spider gentleman.
Go for it.
That's a 19.
19 unfortunately does not hit.
She's gonna go ahead and take another swing.
Okay.
Fuck, that's a 14.
That does not hit.
Well, there's nothing else helpful she can do here, so she's just gonna take another swing.
Okay.
Motherfucker, that's an 8.
Yeah, no, that's not a hit. In fact, that is technically a critical miss, which does activate a reaction for the monster. It gets to make a needle strike against you now.
I thought we only did critical miss effects when it was a
Yeah,
natural one.
So normally it doesn't actually matter.
Okay.
But in this case, it specifically has a critical fail reaction.
Okay.
It will have maximum multiple attack penalty, as this does not say that it does that does not apply. So that that's a 5. So it does not hit you. Brings us around to the top of round 7. It's its turn again. So it's just gonna try to beat the shit out of you. So it's gonna be a claw. That's an 18, followed by another claw. That's 24, followed by another claw.
Oh,
That's an 8.
One of those hits.
Okay, just regular hit.
Yep.
All right. 11 points of slashing damage.
And she's down.
All right, Finley is now down, meaning somehow Jacob's characters are the only ones that are still awake.
what
Strux.
the hell? Okay. This thing has me grappled, so I can't move. And the weapon that I'm using has a minimum range.
And you have 0 melee weapons.
Yeah.
Can you fight him?
You have your fists, but that's about it.
Now, I forget. Am I in the same spot that I dropped the big boom gun?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like in the square next to you, actually.
I wouldn't be able to spend an action to retrieve that, could I?
Let's see. You are immobilized. Can't use any actions that have the move trait. Says you can't use the move trait, but picking something up is just manipulate. So you can do that.
Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna drop the barricade buster as a free action
Okay.
and pick up the boom gun with my first action.
Okay.
I'm then going to reload the big boom gun. And then I'm going to shoot this thing in the head.
Go for it.
God fucking damn it. 17.
That does not hit.
Have you
Oh,
crit
that's-
failed in a way that would give you another hero point?
I fear not.
No!
So yeah.
Actually, although I did crit fail some saving throws earlier.
I think you did. So
Flawless.
actually, you probably should have a few more saving or hero points if you want to give that a reroll.
I'm gonna give that a reroll.
Okay, go for it.
Of course. Of course.
Oh
of
my
course
God.
it is. Of course it's in that one.
That's that one. Okay, so let's see what critical fumble you get. Ranged. Lost grip. You are slowed 2 until the end of your next turn.
Great. Yeah. The action
I'm so
economy
sorry,
character
Colby. My
is
suggestion
slowed
made
too.
everything so much worse. Just don't listen to me.
No, it's not your fault. It's the heart of the cards.
So that brings us now
Um,
to the worm,
What the fuck?
which
man?
has no reason to do anything other than blood drain, which just auto hits. 44 automatic damage, 14 damage to Strux.
He's down. It's just Pazitsky now.
Yup. It is then going to blood drain again. So dying goes up by 1 for Strux. And it's not particularly intelligent, so I'm going to say it still has to maintain the grab. It gets a nat 1 on the grapple. So
Your limp body just falls out of its arms.
if
Not even arms.
you weren't unconscious, you could you could try to grapple it back. Or force you to fall and land prone. Yeah, you're not awake enough to make it land prone. But I would say that it'll just sort of it's engorged, so it falls prone on its own, just with fullness. That brings us to Pazitsky with 1 hit point.
So Pazitsky still has a what's it called? A focus point. So he's going to cast Hymn of Healing on Finley.
Okay.
So that's something.
Finley's still unconscious.
Oh, because she'll get the healing at the start of her turn?
Yes, and temp HP does not wake you up.
I didn't realize temp HP didn't wake you up.
It's not.
Okay, good to know. And, you know, I'm gonna move the boy.
Okay. I believe you have 10 more feet of movement. Oh, assuming... Did you take an action to stand up?
Oh, I didn't take an action to stand up. I'll take an action to stand up.
Okay, so you are now standing. That is your turn. Brings us now to Finley. So you get your healing. You now have 6 hit points. You are in pain.
I am conscious.
Yes, you are. And
Which
prone.
means I can... I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
I'm going to swing
Okay.
at this son of a bitch.
Okay.
That's a 31.
That's a crit.
That is 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage. Yeah, it's pretty fucking bloodied.
Wonderful. I'm gonna take another swing at it.
Okay.
No, that's a 12.
Yeah, that's a miss, unfortunately. That brings us to the creature now, which is going to just do a whole bunch of claw attacks against Finley. 1, 24, 2, okay, 24, 20, and 24.
Okay. 2 of those hit.
Okay, so first one is 9 points of slashing damage, which I believe brings you unconscious
Yeah,
again.
knocks me down.
So the
Wait,
second...
actually, no.
Oh,
Because
right,
I have
temp HP.
6 temp HP, which means I have 3 HP left
Correct.
when it hits me with the second one.
Yes. That one does knock you down. So you are now dying 2 automatically.
Yes, but very big difference between dying 2 and dying 3.
Yes, there is. Good catch. That is the end of that thing's turn. That brings us to Strux, who's currently bleeding the fuck out. So that's a DC 11 dying check, please.
I am bleeding the fuck out. 4.
Okay, that increases your dying to dying 2. That is it for Strux. That brings us now to the worm. It's going to take 1 action to stand, even though I don't know how a worm can stand. It's
gotta prop itself up a little bit.
It's then going to go for a mouth strike against Strux, because what else is it going to do? That's a 31 to hit Strux.
Oh!
So that's, I believe, a critical hit. So Strux dying increases by 2 automatically. So yeah, Strux is now dying 4, and I don't think he has Die Hard.
So he's gotta take a injury.
So yes, would you like Strux to take an injury, Colby?
Yes, I think Jacob would want that.
Head injury.
He already had a head injury.
In real life. You take a significant blow to your head or whatever location in which your brain is located. This gives you a -1 penalty to your intelligence modifier. If this would cause you to lose a language and or proficiency, the GM chooses which ones you lose. Make sure to keep track of your original intelligence so you can properly restore it if your injury is healed. I believe I wrote that because I wasn't able to get it to... I didn't know how to write it to actually do it. So let me... so yeah, Strux is now at a -1 intelligence.
Well, if anything, that fits the character.
Wait, so is his intelligence -1, or does he get -1 to his intelligence?
A -1 to his intelligence modifier, so his intelligence is now -1.
I see. It was already 0.
It was already 0.
Oh my god.
And the thing is going to see if it can make that grab now as its second action. That is a 21 against Strux's Fortitude DC.
20. So that
Okay.
that succeeds.
That succeeds. Strux is now grappled, and that means it can use a blood drain on him. Meaning that... So Strux would have been stabilized by that. So this just puts him to dying again.
Great.
So he is now dying 2. And this thing now has temp HP. Because it has overhealed like Medic TF2. That brings us to Pazitsky.
Okay, Pazitsky's gonna sustain fast healing.
Okay.
Then Pazitsky is going to...
Which means Finley does get the 6 temp HP.
Yep. With all love to Jacob, I hate a lot of the spells that he has prepared.
Jacob, if you're listening, we love you. You have no idea how to build characters.
No, actually, I will say Pazitsky, I actually like most of Pazitsky's spells. I actually think he did a good job building Pazitsky, to be entirely
It's not
honest.
that Pazitsky's badly built, it's just not how I would have planned any of the spells, so it annoys me.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
I'm gonna
no
do
excuse for the fucking gun, though.
Phase Bolt on the... I don't remember what it's called. I was going to call it a Miffit or something. The spider thing.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 from Pazitsky!
Hell yeah. So let me go ahead and roll that crit card. Critical hit. That was card number 1. Bomber spell, allergic reaction. The target takes 1d8 poison damage. Well, all right then.
Does that double the damage on this, though?
It does.
Okay, so we're just gonna...
It is now mortal from the poison, though.
So it's 32 points of damage, I think.
Good enough. Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
It would have been dead even without the crit.
Yay, Mazel Tov!
Look at you go.
Zitsky saving the day.
Now there's just the worm remaining.
He's a sad little frog boy.
That, I believe, was Pazisky's full turn,
It
which brings
was.
us around to the top of round 9, where we have Finley, who gets fast healing, 6 hit points. So there you go. Finley, you're awake. You are prone.
Can I... Nope, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
That's gonna be thing 1. Let me check my distance here. It's 35 feet. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm going to use a 1-action elemental blast against our wormy gentleman.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove my prone effect.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Look at
The
you
wormy
go.
gentleman, a nat 20.
Nat 20, all right. Critical hit deck. Card 29. That's another spell. So unnatural selection. Triple damage to aberration, celestials, fiends, and monitors. Double damage to all other creatures. Look at that. It is none of those things.
Horrible news.
So double damage.
That's fine.
That's such a shame. I don't know why it's not an aberration, but apparently it's an
It
undead.
seems like it should be an aberration, but
It-
what the fuck do I know?
Apparently it's an undead. I don't fucking know.
Okay, that's 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Lovely. Cool. I believe that was your full turn.
It was my full turn, thank you.
All right. If I can get this Steam notification out of the way, that'll bring us to Strux. So Strux, that'll be a DC 12 dying check, please.
All right. Come on, Strux. 17.
17, that's a success. Strux is now dying 1. That brings us to the worm, which is going to continue drinking Strux's blood.
Oh no.
So-
he just got that blood back.
Dying goes up by 1, and the thing heals some hit points there. And it's then gonna drain again, so Strux is up to dying 3. And it gets temp HP.
I like the idea that Strux is just getting the blood back in his body because it's taking too much blood, so it's accidentally spitting some back, and then it's just taking it out again.
And it's I mean, it has no reason not to just do a third blood drain. He's very clearly unconscious. So
Yeah.
Strux is up to dying 4, meaning he takes... would you like him to die or take another injury?
Give him another injury.
Okay, near death. Draw result. Festering wound. That's what this game is for me. Your wounded value gains a minimum. The minimum starts at 1 and increases each time you get this injury. Your wounded value cannot be decreased below this minimum, and if this minimum reaches 4 or 5, if you have a feat like toughness, you are killed. If you receive healing equal to 15 times your wounded minimum, reduce your minimum by 1. If the minimum reaches 0, the wound is healed. That is so overly complicated. What the fuck was wrong with me a year
Yeah, so
ago?
wait,
when I wrote
what
this?
does that mean?
So essentially, Strux can't be less than wounded 1 anymore
that
until
fucking
he
sucks.
takes 15 healing. That's it.
Okay.
So if he gets 15 healing, then the festering wound is healed.
I see. Okay.
But he is now he is now minimum of wounded 1 at all times. That is the end of the thing's turn, so Strux is no longer grabbed by it. little victories, you know? That brings us to Paziski.
Oh, Pazitsky. He's gonna maintain fast healing.
Okay.
So that's one action. Action 2 is he's gonna go ahead and cast. Nope, I'm gonna select the correct lad. You know, he's gonna go ahead and cast Needle Darts on our wormy friend.
Why does it have battle medicine immunity? What the fuck?
I don't know. Has someone been battle medicining the
No,
worm?
I'd say I misclicked. I have a hotkey set up for it, so I'd say I hit the button. So what were you doing to it? Needle darts, right. That's
Needle Darts, so it's an attack roll. That's a 23.
23, that is a hit.
It's gonna take 15 points of damage.
Look at that. Takes 15 points of damage. That is Paziski's full turn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Brings us around to the top of round 10 with Finley, who gets fast healing.
Indeed does get fast healing. Okay, Finley is going to cast Ocean's Balm on Shrux.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll 3d8. Hopefully get him conscious there. Okay, that's 15 healing.
Yay, Strux gets 15 HP. Which
and then
actually
we're
is
gonna-
enough to close the festering wound.
Thank God.
Yay! Look at us go! This is so weird. Okay, I'm gonna do a 2-action elemental blast on the stupid worm.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
26. That is a success.
It's only 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Hey, it's still something.
If you could get your blood to stop being in its mouth, we might make some headway.
So that brings us now to Strux.
No pressure, bud.
Who is currently prone.
And still grappled, am I?
Not grappled. You are no longer grappled. The grapple ended.
Okay. He's going to stand up.
Mhm.
He is going to stride
Mm-hmm.
all the way over to
Yeah,
Finley.
that'll be 65 attacks of opportunity, actually.
Each tooth gets an individual attack of opportunity.
Colby just left the Discord call.
As he should.
Anyways, final action, reload the big boom gun.
Okay. That brings us to the worm. Let's see. Let's see. What is it? What is it feeling like here? Oh man, they're all equidistant.
Not all of
So
us
I
being
think-
equidistant.
I think that means we have to see which one it actually is interested in. Ah, Paziski it is.
Oh, poor sweet Pazitsky.
So it's going to start out by spitting at Paziski.
I spit on you.
That's a 28.
Oh, that hits Pazitsky.
All right.
Do you even need to roll the damage?
I
Because
don't,
he
but
has 1
that's-
HP.
That's 6 points of void damage to Paziski, which knocks him out. Where did his wounded go? I could have sworn Paziski was wounded.
He got the natural 20
Oh, yes, he did. I forgot
to
about
get
that.
himself up.
All right, the thing is then going to stride, and then it's going to stride. And that is his turn. That brings us around to the top of round 11. The spell... was maintained, so it is still active. That being said, this would have been the last turn for it anyways, so
Yeah.
it's gone unless Paziski wakes up.
Okay. So it's Finley's turn, yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're gonna do a 2-action elemental blast against the worm.
Okay.
That is only a 17,
That ain't it, Chief.
as I figured. And I'm going to use Ocean's Balm on Pazitsky.
Okay.
Which means everyone has had Ocean's Balm. There's no more Ocean's Balm. We're all cooked. It applies 10 healing. He doesn't even have that many hit points to heal.
No, he does not, and he is now awake, wounded 1.
I just want to say, if 3 characters can't kill a single worm, we deserve to die at this point.
Man, I just work here.
So let's see. I believe that
That's
was
the end
first
of her
thing.
turn.
Oh, what was the first thing you did? Elemental Blast, right? Forgot about that. Strux, you're
2
up.
action, yep.
Okay. I'm going to start off by using Shift Eminence to move the spark into the unfailing bow, the big boom gun. I'm then going to shoot the worm.
Okay.
24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Seven piercing, 2 spirit.
Lovely. Takes the damage. You have 2 actions
Beautiful.
remaining. Or 1 action
All
remaining.
right.
You had to reload, right? Or did
Yeah,
you?
I'm
I
going to
don't-
reload
Yeah, okay.
again with that last action.
All right, cool. Paziski, you're up, Chief.
Our brother in Christ, Pazitsky,
You are
is
on the floor,
going
but
to
you are... Okay, so 1 action to stand.
1 action to stand. This thing doesn't look very hurt, does it?
No, it's injured, but not bloodied yet.
Okay, well, Pazitsky has no weapons. Not a
Correct.
single one. Pazitsky is going to punch it.
Okay.
That's a 16,
That's
so it's
a
not going
miss,
to do
no.
anything.
So you have 1 action remaining.
He's going to... Oh.
Oh.
Is it worth? So, he has a reaction where his skin is toxic. So I'm half wondering if it's worth having him stand here and wait until it bites him. But because it's not my character, I'm going to do the safe thing and move Pazitsky.
Fair enough. Okay. That brings us now to the thingamabobber. All right. It now has a new target. New closest creature is Sruxtump. So it's going to do a stride.
I like that you're saying new, as if his former fixated creature was not also Sruxtump.
Well, no. Formerly, it was fixated on Paziski.
Oh, that's fair.
So it's going to make a mouth strike against Strux here. To the shock of all shocks. That is a 30 to hit. Which is somehow not a crit against Strux, I believe.
That was a 30. Yeah, that hits.
All right, so that's going to be 14 points of piercing damage to Strux.
Oh my god.
And it's going to try to grab him
He's not down.
somehow. That is a 16 against Fortitude.
That fails.
All right, then it does not manage to grab. That brings us around to the top of round 12 with Finley. Paziski did not sustain the spell, so Finley no longer has fast healing.
Aye, Captain. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go here, and I'm just going to bash it with my axe.
Okay.
Will you please die? That's a 25.
That hits.
That's 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. All right, and the slashing appears to be extra effective. It is now bloodied. You have 1 action
Okay, I'm
remaining.
gonna take another swing at it.
Cool.
That's only an 18, so...
18 would have hit if you had moved into flanking position, but you did not do that.
Fuck
so
me! It didn't even occur to me because he's grappled that was a thing that would.
He's not even grappled.
I thought, fuck! I forgot he succeeded his grapple. He had failed all the rest of them.
That brings us to Strux.
Shoot.
Okay.
27.
27, that's a hit.
Five piercing, 2 spirit.
Great. You have 2 actions remaining.
Reload. Shoot again.
Okay.
28.
That's a hit. And it would have been a critical hit if you'd been flanking.
Four piercing, 2 spirit.
Yeah, it's still bloodied. That brings
That's
us
the
to
turn.
Paziski. I swear to God, I'm fucking losing it.
We never claimed to be very smart.
No, we didn't, but...
I don't want to hear it. Yeah,
It's just really funny how, like, twice, I wasn't gonna mention it, and then twice it came up by 1 point.
Right, well, Kaczynski's gonna go ahead and cast Phase Bolt on the worm.
Cool.
That's a 24.
That's a hit.
That's 15 points of damage.
Excellent. It's now mortal. Paziski has
Oh,
1
how
action
nice.
remaining.
You know what Kaczynski's gonna do? Kaczynski's gonna go right here.
Oh, look at that! Flanking! The thing
It may not matter momentarily.
is now the thing's turn. Let's see which target it chooses. It chooses Strux. So
Of
that's
course
gonna
it does.
be another mouth strike against Strux there. Off the bat. That is 27 to hit. I believe that hits.
27 to hit Strux?
Yes.
Yes.
Then that will be 15 points of piercing damage.
Well, he's down.
All right, Strux is now dying 3. It's then going to attempt its grapple against Strux Tump. Against Fortitude, that is a 29.
Against the Fortitude DC?
Yes.
That succeeds.
Okay, Strux is now grabbed, and that means it gets to blood drain.
Motherfucker.
So Strux dying increases by 1, meaning he's dying 4 again, meaning he takes another injury, assuming you want him to do that.
Yeah. Give him another injury.
All right.
These
go
are not
ahead
our
and,
boys. We have to do what we think is best.
So he's now wounded 3. Let's see what his near-death injury ends up being. He gets a massive damage injury. He loses an arm.
More amputations. More amputations.
This thing
More
just
amputations.
swallows his arm.
The gunslinger loses an arm.
Hey, the other gunslinger lost both arms and a hoof.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Strux shouldn't have been drained, but he should be drained now, regardless. That's the thing's turn. That brings us around to the top of Finley. Round
That's
13.
Such great news. Does Strux have battle medicine immunity?
Not currently. It does not appear.
Okay, cool. We're gonna battle medicine the boy.
Okay.
That's a 19.
19,
So he gets what?
2d8.
2d8?
2d8, yes.
Alright, let's roll that 2d8. He gets 6 points of healing.
6 points of healing to Strux Tump.
And then I'm going to bash it with my axe.
Okay. So Srux should be at 6 HP there, and go ahead and see if you can kill this thing.
That is an 18.
Just barely hits because of flanking.
That is 22 points of damage.
Look at that, you killed it.
Oh fuck, now it's going to explode!
Yes, it is.
And it's gonna catch all of us in the...
Yes, it is. Reflex saves from all three of you. Strux is no longer grabbed, at least. For all the good that'll do.
That's
19.
11 from Finley.
11 is a crit fail. 19 is a regular fail.
Great.
And that's a 26 from Pazitsky.
26 is a regular success. So we'll start with Pazitsky, I guess. We'll go down the list here. So Pazitsky takes 8 points of void damage.
Pazitsky is unconscious.
Great. Srux got the regular failure, I believe. Yes, Srux got the regular failure. So Srux takes 14 points of void damage.
Strux is also unconscious.
And right back to dying 4. Would you like him to take another injury?
Oh my god, I should give him an injury, but it would be, because it's not my character, it'd be really fucking funny though if he died after the battle.
It would be really fucking funny.
So wait, hang on. He's wounded 3. Doesn't he die automatically? Like, isn't that why Wallace died?
No, Wallace got to... Oh, wait. Oh, you're so right. Yeah, he's just dead. Strux is just dead outright.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, because I was thinking Wounded 4, because Wallace had Wounded 4 that he died instantly at.
Yeah, no.
Die Hard. Yeah, so Strux is just dead.
He
and now
fucking dies after the battle.
Now
Well,
let's...
isn't it?
Was that?
Wounded 4 is what kills you.
No, it's wounded. It's Wounded 3 that... Because when you become dying 4, it kills you.
Yeah, Wallace had Die Hard, which made him...
Okay.
It gave him an extra little wounded battery to use.
So Finley, now with the crit fail, becomes enfeebled 2 for an hour and takes 18 points of void damage. Oh my god. That's enough to knock him
I still have
unconscious.
temp HP.
Nope, I don't think you do. Let's read the spell real quick, but I don't think you do.
Fuck.
No fucking way. We TPK after the battle?
Yeah, no, the temp HP lasts for 1 round, so you don't have it anymore.
Oh, fuck me.
So, you are now... Strux is outright dead, and Pazitsky and Finley are now bleeding out, all on their own. Pazitsky, go ahead and make your DC 12 dying check. This is hell.
No, that's an 8.
That's an 8. Pazitsky dying increases to 3. Finley, go ahead and make a dying check. DC 13.
That's also an 8. What the?
Dying goes up by 1. Finley is at dying 4. Would you like Finley to take an injury?
Sure. Let's see where this
Okay.
goes.
Near-death injuries. Draw result. Minor scar. The scar
after I
has
take
no
the injury,
effects, but
do
you'll
I-
always remember how you got it. Make sure to write that down so you don't actually forget.
After
But
I take
hey-
the injury, don't I, like, stabilize or whatever?
You do stabilize. Unfortunately, you're still unconscious. Pazitsky, go ahead and make a dying check. Nat
It's a
1.
nat 1.
So dying increases by 2, which would kill Pazitsky. So would you like Pazitsky to take an injury?
Yeah, let's have Pazitsky take the injury.
Psychological trauma.
But it's
But
not
hey.
related to acid.
That's true. And he is now stabilized at 2 wounds. So that's, I guess, the end of the encounter. Each of you who remains gets 150 XP.
Who the fuck remains?
Paziski and Finley, they're still alive. They're just unconscious. So 150 XP to each of you.
Isn't that nice?
Look at that. Finley finally levels up. And now I believe, I don't think rules is written to actually give a time frame. I think
I thought it
rules
was
is
like
written,
10 minutes.
That's 5e. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure that Pathfinder just says you wake up when the GM says you wake up. But let me double check. Hit points, healing and dying. Let's see. Unconscious. Can't wake up as long as you have 0 hit points if you restore. Okay. After sufficient time passes, the GM decides for a minimum of 10 minutes to several hours. So
This is going real hot.
Alright, so I have decided how this is going to get resolved, so I need a second to move some tokens around real fast.
Are we gonna get discovered by Anara soldiers and taken captive?
Yeah, while you're doing that, I need to grab some goddamn Oreos.
Okay. If only Oreos could solve the pain we're feeling as a
I have no
result of this.
Oreos.
I know, neither do I. Oh my lord, dude, what the fuck? You know,
I will say I had made my peace with dying, and then I was like, oh, we might not die, and then it didn't matter.
the goo.
Yep.
I'm back.
He's back. Alright, so Finley and Paziski, Finley, you wake up first. You don't know how much time has passed, but you are currently restrained. You're tied up, and you have you have 12 hit points. And you have a number of Anara soldiers standing around you and around a campfire in a cave full of bones. Paziski is still unconscious at the moment.
Fuck.
So, oh, good. You're awake.
Any odds you're gonna let me out of this?
Probably not, considering, our entire job down here is to capture you people. Bring you in for questioning, so...
What kind of questioning do you people want anyway? We're trying to get rid of the fucking necromancer. Questions answered.
Soldier shrugs. I don't know, I'm not involved in that. It's way above my pay grade.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, that's that. But lucky you, we happen to have the boss on site, so you can get this over with nice and quick.
Oh, lucky me indeed.
So the soldiers actually step away as two women approach out of the
How
shadows.
progressive.
They look almost identical. One has an owl on her shoulder, the other has a falcon on her shoulder. You would recognize these as Asha and Arya Inara. Well then, It appears you've managed to barely survive your little encounter there.
I held it better than your men, didn't I?
Oh, yes, that's not a surprise. Not a surprise at all, especially considering your abilities. At this point, the soldiers start backing into corners to move as far away from these women as they possibly can. So, you and your froggy friend. I should also note, these two women appear to be... You hear one voice, you can't tell which one is speaking, both of their mouths are moving.
Oh, that's unpleasant. I don't love that.
So, they lean down and get real close to you. What are we to do?
Well, personally, I'm partial to being let go, but I don't imagine you'll agree with that.
But that's so dull. That's so dull, darling. I bet we could have a hell of a lot more fun together, couldn't we? What do you say? Feel like putting those abilities to good use for once?
That's what you call good.
Well, good for us. For you? Depends on how willing you are, and if you survive.
What is it you want?
We want you to continue what you've been doing. We've got a few obstacles in our way downstairs. We want you to help our soldiers clear them.
What do you want with this tower?
They both stand up. Now that is a far more complicated question that we are not able to give you the answer to.
No,
For that,
of
you'll
course
have to
not.
ask our mother, and she is not one you meet lightly.
Right, so you just need me to help you, what? Kill a few more monsters? You'll let me go on my merry way?
Something like that.
Will you stop taking my colleagues hostage? If we do?
Oh, no. They are still our enemies. We need our prisoners of war. It would be inhumane for anything else to occur. And this one, of course, they point over at Paziski. This one, not as skilled as you. That one will have other uses. But you, we can use you, whether you want to be used or not. One of them, you see one of them out of the corner of your eye, bites her lip as she says this. Drawing blood, which begins to dribble down her chin. And you see
Jesus
it
Christ!
glowing slightly.
Can I get a sense motive on that? 'Cause I don't know what that means, and I'm scared.
Yeah, golly,
Even-
that makes
yeah.
me uncomfortable.
Yeah, you are unclear. Their faces are making all the motions of emoting. Their eyes are not. Their eyes are like solid stone, just locked on you. And you don't see a single legitimate emotion in their faces at all. It's as if everything is perfectly rehearsed.
Right.
That being said, that's the first action that they've taken that wasn't synchronized. Only one of them bit her lip.
Right on. Well, it sounds like I don't really have any choices then.
Your choice is your willingness. How cooperative will you be?
I don't give a damn about anything beyond destroying what's in that tower.
And say you were given an order not to destroy something?
Depends what it is.
Interesting. How would you like to bring hell to the creature that created those monsters that killed your friends?
I think I'd like that very much.
Well then, I believe we can start from there. Congratulations. You are now under our employ. And that's where we're going to fade the scene out. So...
Lucky you did it there before I started asking about benefits packages.
So we'll get to the particular implications of that later. For now, I guess we're going back up to the Gauntlight ruins with the rest of the gang.
Who?
Whoever's left up top.
Who's left alive and uncaptured?
Oh wait, actually, Bo is still around with Davina.
Yep.
Oh my god, he is.
I completely forgot about that. Do we want to go to Bo?
Yeah, let's do that. I guess.
So
Let's go to Bebo, see what he's got going on.
all right, Bebo, you've been sitting here with Davina for a little bit. Davina's just been sort of chanting over the remains of this flesh golem. You know, I don't want to put thoughts in your head, but Bebo, you're getting a little bored.
Yes. Bebo is bored. You must chant faster.
I think you'd better go do something else then, because this is going to take a while.
You bore the great Boba Bebo Babibo.
All right. Go find the others then.
Okay.
He's gonna scamper off out of the room.
Okay. You scamper off out of the room, and I would say this has been a long enough period of time where you no longer are wounded. Yeah, you're no longer wounded.
Yes.
All right, you scamper off out of the room. You notice an open door where you believe the party went, and then there's some more open doors down to the south there, where you were not actually part of the group that found the ghoul. So you actually don't know what's in there.
The party went this way.
Okay, so
Smell them.
Bebo continues down. Okay. Give me just a second to place you.
Which faster.
Would Bebo perhaps like to, I don't know, acquire reinforcements so that he's not going down there on his own?
Yes, Bebo will do that. Yes, Bebo had a great idea. Bebo
Great.
acquire reinforcements.
Who is Bebo bringing?
Who's alive?
Well, it appears that
Fantastic
in the
question.
ruins right now, Mitch is on the wall. Mildred is available. Eudora is available. Remy is available. So Mildred, Eudora, Remy.
I honestly don't know what Remy can do.
Yeah.
Mildred, Eudora.
Remy has a Jaws attack.
You two
So
come
true,
with me.
bestie.
Horse, stay.
Eudora can go down. That's fine.
Okay. Excellent. So Eudora is joining Bebo.
Are we getting an NPC or are we?
That's up to you guys. Do you want to bring an NPC?
I think we should probably bring an NPC.
All right. Who do you
It's-
want to bring?
Bebo and Eudora, who is the weakest of my characters physically.
So who do you want to bring?
Let's see. Who do we have again?
You have. Let's see. Pock is mortal right now, so he's probably not going down with you. You have Alzbeta, the fishmonger. You have Nim, the roofer. You have Vandy, the cleric of Serenray. You have Manurus, who's currently working on horse prosthetics. You have Rin. You have the mayor. You have Kileno. You have Sparolino Bandolini.
Oh, I love Sparolino.
You said Sparolino, and I fear that means that we're going to end up with Sparolino coming down. So
I was gonna go with Rin, but then you said Sparolino, and I was like, oh, that's
All
my
right,
son.
Sparolino it is.
Colby's beloved sandwich boy.
Of course.
All right. It
Who
is
could
me,
forget dear
Sparolino Bandolini.
Sparolino.
So who wants
Oh,
to?
how I've missed you.
Who wants to take Sparolino into combat?
I wouldn't dream of taking that opportunity from Colby.
Oh, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Here you go, Colby. He's so
Ah.
strong. Have fun.
Sparolino.
Does he have an advanced make sandwich attack?
No, but he does have the action eat a pickle.
What does eat a pickle do? Tell me.
The goblin chef draws a pickle and eats it or feeds it to an adjacent ally. The chef or ally gains 4 temporary hit points and ignores any penalties from emotion effects or fatigue for 1 round.
Oh, that's nice.
So a nice
There he is.
calming pickle.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a nice calming pickle? All right.
Mhm.
So the three of you descend the stairs. Here you are. Congratulations. What do?
Yes,
Well, I don't know where
smelled them
We
this
are, because
way.
I'm in a cave with.
Right. Sorry.
Okay,
I
that's where
forgot.
we
I
are.
need to just deal with that real quick. There we go. Get those out of there. That out of there. Okay. All right.
Could
Cool.
smell them here.
So yeah, Paziski and Eudora, you cross over Basilisk Corpse.
Oh.
You continue on past this long burnt out campfire. You see a couple open doors up to the north, as well as a couple passageways carved into the stone. Yeah. All right, so you continue onwards. You got stairs to your left, stairs up to your left, stairs down to your right.
I think, where would they go left?
Okay.
Was it left that we went?
Yes.
It was.
Good, good, good. I smell death nearby.
All right.
Ooh.
You head on up, and you see a bunch of light,
I see death.
and you run in, and you see the remains of Srux and Wallace, as well as a number of Anala soldiers and freaky-looking flesh warp things.
No, no, dear Srax. Oh, who will take his frost vial now? Who will take it? I guess I will carry that burden.
I didn't know the two of you were so close.
Oh yes, the closest, the closest. He told me, oh, Bibo, take all of my stuff if I die, and I said, okay, yes, I will.
So yes, you can transfer over any gear that you want from the dead characters.
I'm gonna start trying to loot these Inara soldiers.
Okay, excellent. Is there anything in specific you want from them? Because for the most part, it's just mundane weapons and armor.
I mean, if there were any potions, anything like that.
Okay, so you're not looking for any of the mundane stuff?
No.
Okay. Let me just check through all their inventories. So far, I've got a couple things that'll interest you. Hopefully, possibly.
Bibo is 70 gold richer.
Okay, so
70 gold.
Bibo does.
Sure.
So the efficient mercenary over here, along with their mundane chainmail, mundane short sword, mundane short bow, they appear to be carrying a wand and a vial of viscous oil.
Can I try and identify the wand?
Sure.
Arcana check?
Arcana, nature, occultism, religion, your choice.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna do occultism. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
20. That is a success. So you identify this as a Wand of Shardstorm at first level.
Ooh, I take it.
Okay, and this is yeah, so let me just stick that in your inventory there. There you go. And so that allows you to cast Force Barrage at first rank once a day.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And
I'll
after
also
you
pocket the...
So it actually does a little bit more. So
Oh.
you cast Force Barrage once per day. After you cast the spell, an additional shard or shards are released from the wand at the start of each of your turns as though you cast the one-action version of Force Barrage. Choose the targets each time. This lasts for 1 minute until you're no longer wielding the wand or until you try to activate the wand again. So essentially, you get a free automatic 1d4 plus 1 hit on something every turn for a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. There's also the vial of oil.
I'll pocket the vial of oil because I don't think that I can identify it.
Okay. Spirulina's going to look at it and say, "Oh, that looks like an oil of a potency.
What does that do?
It makes your weapon or your armor more potent. It'll turn a mundane weapon into a +1 striking weapon. It'll turn a weapon into a +1 striking weapon or armor into +1 resilient armor for 1 minute."
Oh.
Very nice.
That's cool.
So,
Bibo, do you want this?
I think, yes. I can
Right.
add this to the collection.
Bibo now has that. That is all the loot you find. Everything else is mundane equipment and viscera.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to be right back.
Okay. So, Bibo.
Yes, Bibo.
You also see there appears to be an open door over here leading into a little room. You start stepping in, you see a couple of cages, lots of chains, lots of dried blood.
Oh, do I notice anything?
Let's see. Well, let's find out if you notice anything. Let me just real quick. You actually do notice something. As you step in, you notice a few loose-looking tiles in the floor over here in the southeast.
Gasp.
Loose tiles in the southeast, you said?
Yes, right there.
Oh, I open that bad boy up.
Oh yeah, you press your foot on it and it slides open, leading to a passage carved into the cave.
Cave. Eudora, Sparolino, come with me.
Yeah, so Bobabibo found this little door there. Little door right there.
I
See
found the
on
door.
the wall. And
Let's
yeah,
go.
he found the door.
Let's
and,
go.
Yeah. 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 All right, so you head on down, and Bobabibo, you encounter the light of a campfire, and pretty immediately.
Give me a moment, I'm catching up.
That's fine.
Okay, there
Pretty
I am.
immediately, you spot someone hunched in a corner who appears to be asleep.
See a sleeper. I want them to die.
Ooh. I like death.
Yes, let us creep along. We are all sneaky people. Yes, let us creep forward.
Sure.
Can we do a group stealth check?
I rolled those, so yeah.
Baller.
I have rolled the thing.
Great.
We creep.
You
We
creep and immediately come across two awake mercenaries in addition
Oh,
to the
fuck.
two sleeping mercenaries that you see. They spot you. It's initiative time. You know the drill. Lucky for you, the sleeping ones still will have to wake up. And they are currently not awake, so they technically aren't aware of you. So, in theory, if you were to somehow manage to prevent them from waking up. Alright, top of round 1. We have our Reverend Gallant over here, who's going to start out by running on over, clanking past this guy, saying, "Hey, wake the fuck up!" That shakes him awake, so that guy is now awake. That's 2 actions, and third action is going to be to get right up in Bobabibo's face. And this is turn. That brings us to Eudora.
Okay, Eudora. How far away is this? No, I don't want to move. I want to measure. 20 feet. Okay. You know, I'm gonna go with a... no, I'm gonna go with Torturous Trauma. That's very her.
Okay.
What's a basic fortitude save from your boy?
Okay. The Gallant who's right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
All right. That is a 21.
So that's a regular success. So
Okay.
you're gonna take half of 10. So you're gonna take 5 damage.
5 points damage. Okay.
And then she's gonna use an action to spin tail,
Okay.
and she's gonna designate Sparolino Bandolini as the hero.
Okay.
And we're gonna have the Gallant here be the villain.
Okay. Sounds good. That's your full turn.
Yes, it is.
Brings us to Sparolino.
It is a Sparolino time.
Sparolino Bandolini.
Sparolino is going to use he's going to use eat a pickle and force feed Bebo a pickle.
All right. Bebo has now eaten a pickle.
Good pickle.
Ah, thank you. I'm glad you think so.
I love
So-
your pickles.
Sparolino is now down to 5 remaining pickles.
Yes. And
There's
then
one action remaining.
can he prepare to aid Boba Bebo?
How and to do what?
Well, I know what I want to do as Boba Bebo, but I don't know if you can. You can't really prepare to aid with a spell, can you?
Not really, unless you're another spellcaster.
Okay. Then could I trade places with Eudora? I forget. Is that an action you can do?
That would be a reposition. I would allow it as a reposition if Eudora is consenting.
She's gonna be like, "Hey," but she's gonna let it happen.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. That's
And
Sparleo's
that's his
turn.
turn.
That brings us to Bobby Bo.
All right. Bebo. So is this metal armor this guy's wearing?
Oh yeah, it is.
All right.
Now.
Gonna cast heat metal on his armor.
Okay.
I love heat metal so much.
It's so fun. I want this guy to get baked alive.
Like a lobster in his
So,
shell.
if you target an item worn or carried by a creature, or you target a creature made primarily of metal, the heat deals 4d6 fire damage and 2d4 persistent fire damage to the creature, which must attempt a reflex saving throw.
So you are. You're targeting his armor, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, reflex save. Okay. That is a 15.
All right, that fails. So it takes full damage and full persistent damage.
Okay.
Oh, I meant to be adding energy to that, so that's fire damage, not cold.
That's fine.
That is 13 fire and 2d4 persistent fire.
Okay. Lovely.
Then after that, he is going to scamper after that. So he strides up to a speed with a plus 5-foot bonus. So it's a 30-foot stride he gets to make. Oh, no, he can't. He has to tumble through. Shit.
Or you can go through that wall. You can go through
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's not a full wall, so it works. It's an overhang.
And then...
Yeah. Okay. So Bobby Bo, you
Yeah,
start
he's gonna
going
go
down this
there.
hallway, and you see what looks like the backside of a secret door.
Oh, the backside of a secret door.
That brings us
And
now
that's his turn.
to our unconscious guy who wakes up due to the screaming of the guy being boiled alive in his own armor. So that's his first. I'll say his first action is to wake up and
Valid
figure out what's
reaction.
going on. Second action is to stand. Third action is going to be to draw his mace and shield. So that is his full turn. That brings us now to our pilferer here, who is already awake. Going to take first action to stand. Going to take next action to gonna take next action to hop up there, mason one hand, light mace in one hand. It's 10 feet. He's then going to spot Bebo and is going to go after Bebo. So third action is going to be a mace strike against Bebo.
No.
That is a 21.
Ah, that hits.
Okay. So Bebo is going to take 12 points of bludgeoning.
Ouch.
And that is the pilferer's turn. That brings us to our brave, efficient mercenary over here, who's going to is going to take a little stride over to there. Still doesn't have very good line of sight on anything. So he's gonna shoot at Eudora. Eudora is gonna have cover against this, so Eudora has a +4 to her AC. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything.
Okay. And he's going to take a step into that little alcove, and that is his turn. Brings us around to the top of round 2 with our deceitful Reverend Gallant there, who is currently boiling alive in his armor. Now, what exactly does the spell do? Let's see. Full damage and full persistent damage, but it doesn't do anything. Can release the item to improve. Okay, so that doesn't actually really matter here. Okay, so he still is boiling, and there's not much he can do to try to put himself out. So he's, you know what he's gonna do? He's going to. I'm gonna have him make a little saving throw here to see what he does. Okay. All right. He appears to steal his resolve. You hear him uttering a prayer. He's going to cast Lay on Hands on himself to restore some hit points and give himself a little AC bonus. So that's one action. He's going to then take his second action to run on up to Eudora and go for a Morningstar Strike. That's a nat 20.
Okay, so that's gonna hit.
Okay. He's lower level than you, so no crit card, but he does get the regular old crit. That is 16 points of bludgeoning to Eudora.
Yep.
He then has one action remaining, which he's going to use to raise his shield. That brings us to Eudora. Oh, right, persistent damage. He takes his 5 points of persistent fire. And let's see about that recovery check. Still on fire. So, Eudora, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start by trying to stab him with my spear.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
26, that is just barely a hit, and he is going to shield block.
So it is not a hit.
No, it is a hit. But the shield will prevent some of the damage, so go ahead and roll damage.
That is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. So that becomes 2 after the shield block.
Okay. And then what I would like to do is I would like to cast Malediction in a 10-foot burst starting there.
Okay. 10-foot
Well, it's
burst.
a 10-foot emanation, sorry.
You said you wanted it there?
No, a little closer up.
A little closer up. There. So that gets
right
you and the two enemies.
It doesn't matter because it's inciting distress in the minds of my enemies.
Oh, look at that. I managed to... I think this was the location you wanted where it gets all three of the enemies? Yeah, I think that's the one you wanted.
Yeah, that'd be swell.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, good catch.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying your location. Yeah.
So they want a 19 DC will save.
Will save. First up is the Gallant. Gallant gets a 15. Our Pilferer gets a 29. And our Mercenary gets a 21.
Okay, so the Gallant who failed takes a -1 status penalty to AC as long as they're in that circle, and that circle maintains through my next turn, until I sustain it.
I see. Okay, so... And that's the only one who's actually affected by this?
Yes, because the others made their saving throw.
Okay, gotcha. Alright then. That is the end of your turn, yes?
Yes.
Alright, that brings us to Sparlino.
Okay. Sparlino is going to stride and attempt to tumble through this guy here.
Okay, acrobatics check, please.
Sparlino
Since it doesn't have
is
acrobatics, it's just dexterity.
Gotcha. Oh no, that's a 6.
That's a 6. Yeah, that's a critical fail, which would provoke reactions, I believe, but doesn't actually have any reactions left to provoke because he already used his shield block, so nothing happens. Two actions remaining. Sorry.
Great. Then he's going to give a pickle to Eudora.
Okay. So Eudora gets a pickle, and Sparlino now has 4 pickles remaining.
That's his turn.
Right, Bobby Bo.
All right. With his turn beginning, he's going to use his free action to unleash his psyche. His psyche is now unleashed. He's doing a million calculations a second, and they're all incorrect.
That's on brand.
Yeah. So he is going to... cast Ignition
Okay.
on this goober right here. Right there in melee. Actually,
Sounds good.
is he able to... Where's the...
What are you looking for?
the amp options, but for whatever reason I'm not
I see
seeing
amp
that
side
here.
cantrips at the top of your...
Oh, yep,
spellcasting.
there it is. Great. Thank you so much. I missed that. So I'm amping this bad boy, so I'm going to use one of my focus points for that to cast this as a melee attack. Come on, come on. 20.
20 does not hit.
Fuck. Alright, shit. Cast shield.
Okay.
That's the turn.
Alright then, that brings us to our bashful, daring mercenary over here in the corner, who has a line of sight on Bebo, so he's gonna shoot at Bebo. Or wait, no, he doesn't have his crossbow out, so he's gonna run in the direction of Bebo. It's one stride. He's then going to take a tumble through to attempt to get to the other side of Bebo. So this will be against your reflex DC. That is a 20.
20 against his reflex DC, that fails.
Yes. Okay, so he's bounced back out to the other side. And he's gonna... Yeah, he's just gonna try one more time. With the tumble through. So that's an 18 this time. So once again, that's a fail. So that brings us to our pilferer here, who is going to... The pilferer this time is going to try to tumble through. That is 29 against Bebo.
Oh, I do believe
Reflex DC.
that indeed succeeds.
Okay. So he gets to the other side. And he's then going to go ahead and he's going to attempt to faint. Haven't done that in a while. So this is going to be against Bebo's perception DC. That's a nat 20 for a total of 37.
Hot damn.
So that's a critical success. So target is off guard against melee attacks that you attempt against it until the end of your next turn. So Bebo is off guard to this pilferer as he makes a mace attack. That is a 35 to hit Bebo.
It's 35. That's not just a hit, that is a critical hit.
Look at that. And that gets sneak attack.
Bebo is going to cringe as a reaction. So it takes a damage penalty equal to level +2, which is 7.
Okay, that's 44 damage reduced down to 37.
Oh, man.
So Bebo's at 1 hit point. God damn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I didn't hear no bell.
All right, then. That is the pilferer's turn done. That brings us now to our brave, efficient mercenary over here in the corner. He's going to do a stride up to here. Damn, there's like shit sight lines here. So yeah, Eudora, you have cover against this arrow coming at you. So that's going to be a
Okay.
yeah, it's going to be a +4 to your AC still. That's a 14 to hit, so I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
It will not hit. Thank you.
He's just going to go for another shot. That's a 20.
That will also not hit.
Okay, so that is the end of his turn. That brings us around to the top of round 3 with our Reverend Gallant here, who has that -1 penalty to his AC still and is still burning. He is going to... yeah, he's just going to Morning Star at Eudora. That's a 29.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
He's then going to... he's gonna go for another Morningstar strike. That's a 17.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay, so he will finish off by raising his shield. That's his turn. That brings us to Eudora. Oh, right. First, persistent damage. Takes 6. Recovery check is an 11, so he's still burning. All right, now it's Eudora.
Okay. Eudora is gonna go ahead and cast Bone Spray. She's gonna create a 15-foot cone, and they're gonna have to do basic reflex.
Okay. Yeah, that'll get all 3 of them easy. So basic reflex will start with a Gallant. Gallant is a 20. Efficient Mercenary is a 20. And Daring Mercenary is a 12.
Okay, so that's 2 regular successes and 1 critical failure.
Okay. Okay.
That's gonna do 14 piercing.
So the 2 regular
And 1
successes will take the half. And the guy who crit failed. Does anything else happen besides just extra damage?
You know, it doesn't look like it, but they do take that 1 persistent bleed, all 3
Okay.
of them.
Well, you've killed the bashful daring mercenary. So there you go. 1 down.
was not where I was planning on going with that, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a spear strike at our deceitful Reverend Gallant.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 26.
That's a hit.
That is 7 points of
And
damage.
he is going to shield block to reduce that down to 2.
And the emanation from the last spell goes away.
Okay. Cool. All right. That brings us to Sparlino.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck Sparlino could do here, to be honest. Let's see. Can Sparlino reposition with Eudora again?
Will Eudora consent to a reposition?
He can move her. She's just gonna be like, what the fuck?
Okay. So there you go.
All right, now a strike with his
Okay.
sawtooth saber.
His giant bread knife.
Yes. $27.
That's a hit.
$7.
7 points of slashing damage. Okay. And what does he get from the bonus to attack rolls and saving throws? Okay. All right. Yep. Sparlino has 1 action remaining.
It's gonna be another melee strike.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, wait, no, yeah, actually, yeah, because he only has 1 pickle. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, 23.
23. That is also just barely a hit.
Another max damage, 7.
Let's fucking go, Sparlino. This Gallon is now
love
bloodied.
Sparlino,
That brings us now to Bobabibo,
who is now
who is
at 1 HP. It's gonna be a fade into daydreams. As he fucking vanishes.
Okay. Well, you become concealed.
Yes. He's hard to look at, harder than usual. And then he is going to scamper.
Okay.
So he gets to move 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he is... Is this a bonfire here?
That is a campfire.
Okay. What is his stealth at? 11. Is this like something I could attempt to hide behind, or am I like clearly visible, like behind it?
It's a pretty shitty campfire.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna stride.
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
You find another passage leading down to the southwest.
Ooh, the passage.
And that's the turn. He's gonna end it right there.
Okay. That brings us to our pilferer here. Where the fuck did that little lizard go? And he's gonna run on out. And because you're only concealed, he is possibly gonna see you. Let's see what he gets on his flat check here. Oh yeah, he sees you. So 1 action to run out, 2 action to get over to you, 3 action to make a light mace strike. That is a 23.
Oh no. That is a hit.
And it will get sneak attack as well. So that is a total of 14 points of damage to Bobabibo.
He's out.
Bobabibo now dying 1. Alright. That brings us to our brave, efficient mercenary over here, who's going to... He's gonna say, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. There's no sight lines for my arrows. And he's gonna say, wait a minute, what the fuck? Apparently I can actually move in this space right here. That's kind of crazy. So he's gonna take an action to stow his bow, take another action to take out his sword, and then he's gonna take another action to squeeze on past there. So now he's between Spiralino and Eudora. That's his turn. He takes his 1 point of bleed damage and is still bleeding. That brings us to our deceitful Reverend Gallant, who is still burning and bloodied. He's gonna first has to make a morale check because I forgot that was a thing that I did. So that's that and that and that. Yeah, he's fine. All right, he's gonna try to beat the fuck out of Spiralino.
No.
So action number 1 is Morningstar 21. To hit Spiralino.
A 21 against old Spiralino. That hits.
Yes, it does. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And, he's gonna go for another. That's a 9.
Ouch.
Okay. He's gonna take his final action to shield block. Or raise a shield, not shield block. And then he takes a whole mess of persistent damage. So he takes the 1 point of bleed, the 5 points of fire.
Colby, what is Spiralino's AC?
16.
Kim, did you roll a 9 to hit or a 9 damage?
9 to hit.
Oh my god. Did I
On
thought
the
that was
second
9.
one. The first one hit. The second one was damage.
Oh my
the first
God,
one
I'm
was
so-
a hit. The second one was a miss.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't accidentally kill yourself.
I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Right now, addiction's no longer in effect. So Eudora, you're up.
Okay. Oh, Eudora's like thinking, I'm not trapped here with you, you're trapped here with me. To this mercenary. She's gonna stab him with a spear.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunately only a 16 to hit.
16 would hit, but he's going to use evasive flip to give himself an AC bonus. So that does not hit.
What an unfortunate situation. But what she's going to do instead is she's going to cast 2 action harm on him.
So that is a fortitude save, yeah?
Yes.
That's a 16.
That is a failure.
Lovely.
That is 8 points of void damage.
8 points of void damage. He's bloodied. And I believe that is your turn.
Hold on.
Oh.
Either you gain temporary hit points equal to the spell's rank until the start of your next turn, or the target takes 1 void damage in addition. Let's say it does 1 void damage in addition
Okay,
from
additional
my
1 void damage.
blood magic.
There you go. All right, now that's your turn. That brings us to Sparlino.
Oh, Sparolino.
Sparolino Bandolini.
All right. He's going to eat his own pickle.
All right. So he's down to 3 pickles now.
And then he's going to stride away.
Okay.
Back there.
You stride away to back there, and that is your turn. Brings us to Bobby Bo. Go ahead and make a dying check, DC 11.
Oh, that was a D29, not a D20.
I don't think that's quite right.
That's a nat 20.
Look at you go. You are stabilized at 1 HP, not wounded. You are awake. The concealed, I believe, ended a while ago. All right, that brings us to our pilferer here. Let's see if he notices that you're awake. Let's see if he notices if you're awake. Oh yeah, he notices you're awake.
Go the fuck back to sleep!
He's gonna try to hit you with the light mace. That's an 18.
18 to hit, I do believe. That does not hit, actually.
All right, so you roll out of the way, so he's gonna try again.
Hey, idiot.
Fuck you, 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to be still sneak attack because you're off guard. So that's going to be 23 points of damage. And
What?
additionally, he's going to use Twist the Knife. So after stabbing an opponent in a weak spot, the rogue tears the wound open, dealing persistent bleed damage. So 2 persistent bleed damage to Bebo there. Poor sweet Bobby Bo. That is the pilferer's turn. That brings us
My
now
little baby
to
boy.
our mercenary here, who's going to go for a short sword strike against Eudora. That is a 13.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay. He's going to go for another short sword strike. That's a 23.
That will hit.
Okay. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And he's going to go for one more short sword strike. That is a 3.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, but I think you knew that.
Yeah. So he will take his 1 point of persistent bleed damage. Recovery is a failure, so he's still bleeding. That brings us around to our deceitful gallant, who is still on fucking fire. He's going to start out by taking a little step forward, and he's going to go for a Morningstar Strike on Eudara. It's his second action. That is a dirty 20.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay, so he's going to go for one more Morningstar. And that's a 13, so that's another miss. Eudora, you're up. Oh, right, first, persistent damage. Can't forget that. 4 points of persistent fire. Recovery is moot. Eudora, you're up.
I would love to cast Bone Spray again on these lovely gentlemen in front of me.
Oh, excellent, yes. Slight problem, that is a cone, so I don't think you're going to be able to get them. Yeah, you can't get them
Can
both
I
in the cone.
move back a step and get them both in the cone?
You could. Are you stepping or striding?
I'm gonna step.
Okay, you take a step. I think that'll let you get them both in the cone. Yes, it will. Okay, so reflex saves from the two of thems. So the mercenary Mercenary gets a 12. Gallant gets a nat 1.
That's a fail and a critical fail. That's 15 points of piercing damage and 1 bleed for the failing guy, and 30 points of piercing damage and 2 bleed for the other guy.
Sorry, that was supposed to be double, not half. Either way, they're both dead. All right. I believe that was... Excuse me, that was your turn. That leaves Sparolino.
All right, Sparolino.
Who I just noticed has dark vision.
Yeah, for some reason. I'm not questioning
I stole the stat block. It was a goblin chef.
Ah, I see.
I did wonder earlier when Colby said goblin.
Yeah.
So, considering that these three guys here are now dead, Sparlino's going to tentatively stride forward.
Okay. Stride forward. You see the last guy standing over Bebo.
Oh, I must save people. And, oh, wow. 50 feet.
You do
Can I
run
strike?
through the fire in order to do that, so make a little reflex save.
$14.
Sparolino takes 2 points of fire damage.
Ouch. Now he strikes.
Okay.
Oh, 14.
That is a miss.
Done. That's his turn.
All right, that brings us to Bebo. DC 11 dying check.
Bebo currently dying on the ground. That's another nat 20.
Holy shit.
I am unkillable.
So you get up to 1 HP. You're not wounded, and then you take persistent bleed damage. 2 persistent bleed damage, which would kill you again, bring you right back down to dying 1. So go ahead and make your recovery check. You're still
7.
bleeding. All right, that brings us to our pilferer here, who is going to turn to Sparolino and is going to attempt a feint on him. So this will be deception against Sparolino's perception DC. That's a 27.
Against Sparlino's perception DC?
Yes, sir. It's under senses.
That crit succeeds.
Okay, so Sparolino's off guard to melee attacks from our pilferer here. Speaking of which, one of those is coming in right now. Light mace. That's a 30.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
a crit.
A crit and a sneak attack. That's 26 points of damage to Sparolino. So
Yeah, he's
Sparolino's dead now. Well, no, he's dying, not actually outright dead.
He died as he lived.
He's
dying.
dying too
In a
right off the bat.
sandwich.
So he's not outright dead. That being said, the pilfer is... Oh, wait. Yep, the pilfer is going to use Twist the Knife to give him the 2 bleed. So now both Bebo and Sparolino are actively bleeding out on the floor. That brings us around to the top of round 6 with Eudora, who is not aware of any of this.
He's just gonna go skipping on down 25 feet.
Mm-hmm. You are now aware of
Oh.
this.
Oh, everyone's dying. That's... Oh, he's unharmed and everyone's... That's bad. I see. I see. We fought. It was bad, and then it was like a lot worse. Okay. You know, we're gonna go ahead. I've got a third rank harm spell. I'm gonna go cast it on the pilferer.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a 2-action.
Yeah.
All right, Fortitude save. That's a 23.
Okay, so that's just a regular success.
Half damage. Then.
Let's roll the damage, shall we? He's gonna take an extra 3, so he's gonna take 10 points of void damage.
10 points of void damage. All right. Lovely. He is now harmed. That brings us to Bobabibo. Oh, sorry. Sparlino is first. So, yeah, Colby, why don't you go ahead and roll Sparlino's DC 12 dying check, please? Look at that.
16.
Dying gets reduced by 1 and then increased right back up due to the bleed. Let's see if he recovers. He recovers from the bleed. All right, Bobabibo, dying check now.
Please. Please. What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
God damn.
I'm having deja vu. Once again, you wake back up with 1 hit point, unwounded, and immediately go right back to being dying 1 due to the persistent bleed.
He keeps waking up and then immediately passing out.
Make a recovery check again, I guess.
Please.
Couldn't get that nat 20 on, like, the recovery
14.
check.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, nope, you're still bleeding. That brings us to our pilferer here, who is going to start off by doing a stride on over to Eudora, and then it's going to go for a feint on Eudora. So this will be against your perception DC. 30.
He has critically successfully feinted me.
Oh, look at that. So you are off guard to his attacks until the end of his next turn. And speaking of attacks, light mace. That's a 27.
That'll hit.
All right. So that'll be 22 points of damage total.
Oh, I'm down. Fuck.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about debilitating strike. So yeah, you also become enfeebled 1. So yeah, that's another 3 unconscious characters there. Let's see if any of them bleed the fuck out, because this guy has no medical training.
Are we gonna
starting
die?
off with Sparlino. DC 12. Dying check, please.
All right, Sparlino, please, please, please. Goodbye.
Sparlino is now dying 3. Bobabibo. I saw that
13.
nat 1 almost.
I know.
Almost a nat
I was
1.
gonna fucking scream.
All right, 13. You are now stabilized,
Oh.
except for your persistent damage, which knocks you the fuck out again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna.
And you're still bleeding. So you're now dying 2. Eudora, go ahead and
Yeah,
give
hi.
me a roll.
It's an 11.
11. That's a success, actually. So you stabilize. All right, our pilfer doesn't really have much he can do. So, all right, give us another one for Sparlino Bandolini. DC 13. Let's go.
Please.
This is the make or
Please.
break.
Let my boy live. He's
Your
alive.
boy lives another round. He's dying too. Bobby Bo is up. Ooh, that's a critical fail.
Goodbye,
so
my son.
dying 4 instantly. Does he have Die Hard or Tough?
No.
All right, so would you like him to take an injury or die?
Yeah. Give him another one.
All right. Psychological trauma, and he is now stabilized. All right, so I guess just keep rolling for Sparolino until he either dies or stabilizes.
Well, let's see.
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot about Bobabibo's bleed. Bobabibo is right back to dying 3 automatically.
Son of a bitch.
So what did Sparolino get for that last dying check? DC 12?
12.
All right, so he succeeded. He's starting to stabilize. All right, give us another one for Bobabibo. Actually, wait, did you roll your flat check yet for recovery?
Oh,
We'll say that 4 was your
yeah,
bleed
we'll say that was
recovery.
my flat
So
check.
let's see what your dying check is now.
14.
14. Okay, working in the right direction. So give us another Sparolino as Bobabibo goes. Oh wait, sorry. Bobabibo needs to make his flat check there. So
Yep, so that 9 is the flat check.
all right, so he's still bleeding. Sparolino.
All right, Sparolino. 12.
12. Sparolino is now stable.
All right.
All right, that just
Bobabibo.
leaves Bobabibo.
5.
That's an increase to dying 4 once again. Injury or death?
Injury.
All right. Minor scar. And go ahead and make your recovery check for that bleed as you are brought right up to... Oh, wait. No, that's... Yeah, no, you're actually at death's door anyways. You're dead. You're just outright dead.
Damn.
Well,
This has been a bad episode to be Colby.
that's that at least. So encounter is over. Let me calculate how much XP Eudora gets, I guess. Let me just... you actually did pretty good there. Got rid of most of them. So Eudora gets 100 XP. And now she and Sparolino are unconscious. And I'm gonna say that's where we call the session. I'm not even gonna ask how your characters are feeling because there's not enough of them left alive to really ask that question. So how
Yeah, I
are
was
we
gonna
feeling
say,
as players?
who the fuck are you asking?
I feel very bad that none of my people died and all of Colby's people died.
No.
I was really...
Hey,
Aw,
not just
damn.
mine, also Jacob's.
Yeah, but like it wasn't Jacob's characters that I was playing. It was Jacob's character that you were playing.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I feel really bad.
The only
it's okay,
Colby-controlled
that's-
character to survive the night was Sparolino Bandolini by a thread.
Mm-hmm. The fucking level 1 AC-16 NPC character.
We want to give a special shout out to Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane. It really means the world and helps make this show possible.